Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look at the forex markets. Well, today we will take a look simultaneously in the cable and the euro currency because the overall situation stands the same. The major thing that we could acknowledge right now is that dollar is really weak, and this weakness overweight all technical factors that we have, because this was really awful situation in statistics, as you could see yesterday. So collapse more than the 30% in the second quarter gross domestic product. These numbers that have not been seen since the Great Depression, and even in the Great Depression it was less degree of the drop of the economy. And that could be the half of the problem if this overall situation really was showing an improvement and stabilization. All the stuff around the virus, this healthy president run, but currently inside the country is also a difficult situation with all these unrests. I understand the United States, difficult situation with COVID-19, and statistics are 3 times worse than in Europe. So yesterday we've got the Germany gross domestic product. This was dropped from 10%, and data was slightly higher, slightly better, it's 1% better than expected. So expectation was minus 11%. In the United States, and 34% of the drop. So no one technical factor could just cancel this and to balance this. That's why we see big distortion of the common sense analysis on the high time frames, on the daily chart, because market is showing the unprecedented type of action. So for example, on the cable you can see market is also creeps inside above the upper body area on the weekly chart. So that's not typical situation, of course, as well. And currently, as you can see, the market is standing to the next resistance. Next resistance is weekly resistance 32.43. The daily resistance that we have specified previously, if you remember, the 127 extension here, it was very small retracement on the intraday charts, but on the daily you see nothing. Market's coming to the next resistance. So today is Friday, 131.60. It will be 1618 extension of the butterfly. We will see. Maybe today this one level will provide some resistance, and markets will close some profit, take some profit before the weekend. But in general, it seems that market directly is coming to our OP target, that is 32.70, and creates an agreement with the 132.40 level on the weekly chart. Some things that was looking not real just a few months ago. Currently, as you can see, when the market was at 21, we said that market will be 132, and indeed the situation has changed very significantly. So it's really very short term, and the market has passed 10 points almost to the upside. That, of course, not the good performance of the United Kingdom economy. That's because of the awful situation in the United States and the situation around the dollar. So that's 2 things that keep an eye on. First of all is reaching today 31.60 and see what will happen, because on the 4-hour time frame chart we have inner ABCD pattern, and here is also XLP stands 31.50, just 10 pips difference between the butterfly extension and the inner XLP target. For a short-term traders, as I said, and it's mostly the same situation as on the euro, you could consider Jordan applications. This most recent action is very straightforward. Definitely here is the great thrusting action, good momentum. On the daily chart as well, even the last part of this is suitable for Jordan applications as well on the euro. We could consider here a minor, maybe double repo patch or bread and butter, depending on what will be formed. Double bread and butter is more reasonable here, more logical, because we have the OP that has been completed yet. And the pairing of the bread and butter could give the opportunity to take the position with the target around the major OP, so 32.70. That's what we'll keep an eye on, Great British Pound. And speaking on the reversal right now, it's impossible because, first of all, on our chart you see nothing, so no signs of the possible pullback. And besides, the major target, major levels has not been hit. So it seems that market either will show some correction out from here, or it will just move directly to the OP target. That will be strong weekly resistance. And currently, well, as I suppose that it should be significant odds that the pullback starts from here, because this is weekly resistance, guys. This is serious. It's not just a resistance. This is agreement. And that is the weekly overbought, which creates the weekly stretch pattern by the Jordan Apple directional pattern. So that's what we have on the cable. On the euro currency, very similar situation. So if you remember, yesterday we talked about where market is going right now. So when we said it is a big question whether the market will show some reaction and response if data will be better than expected in the United States. Or conversely, it probably will run directly to weekly resistance. Now it stands around weekly resistance, so take a look. It's in 76. Strongly overbought area, so I haven't seen this on the euro for a long time. If I ever saw this sometime, that's outstanding. It's just an indication how weak the dollar is. This is not because of the euro. The euro driving factors, well, mostly worked out already, or at least it is priced in or gradually is pricing in. The driving factors from the euro are not sufficient to show this rally. This comes from the dollar weakness. And well, let's see what reaction will be here, because next target is only our next COP, monthly COP, around 120. Third area, and actually this is also, as you can see on the daily chart, extension, 1618 extension 2025 of the same level that coincides with the monthly OP. Maybe market is coming directly to the monthly OP. It's also possible. So the same story as on the cable. If market here is coming to this level, then the cable is also coming to the OP on the daily chart. So, well, here's market test for this OP target as well. If you will combine the whole action, I suppose it will coincide with the same target. Almost the same level. So that's on the euro currency as well. Nothing bearish setups. No bearish setups we have currently. Keep watching for continuation. We need to get, guys, first reaction on some resistance. And it seems that currently this market stands in the weekly level, well, somewhere around 1850, 120 area. So should be some response, as I suppose. Let's see what will happen, because from the one point of view, market shows such kind of action. It seems that it's relatively safe to go long, but technical factors tells the opposite. These odds suggest that's not a good point for taking the long position. It depends on how you understand the fundamental factors, and if you're, well, you should get very advanced knowledge of the fundamental background currently to be brave enough to take the long position when the market deeply overbought. Sometimes it could bring you the good result, but, well, personally I try to avoid situations that is not supported by the technical factors, although sometimes market really could stand in overbought condition and upward continuation for a long time in overbought condition if fundamental factors is really strong. So that's just my choice. So if you could have your own opinion, and my task here is just to show you the background, and I'm sure that you will be able to make your decision by yourself. So let's see what we will get in today's session.